Du, 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 du. Bon dimanche tout le monde. C'est moi, Deanne. Happy Heart Sundays. And I'm so excited today because I have my buddy, my pal, Alex, also known as Alexander Cook, also known as Azawka, here live. We're doing it like just together, having the chats in the same room, which is fantastic. So here we are back. I'm back in Montreal. As you know, I was in Fairmont and I was in Vernon and Calgary. And so it's good to be home. And thank you, Alex, for coming and hanging out with me.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
So Alex is the mastermind behind the music and the rhymes for Palm Tree Party. I hope you have had the chance to listen, to watch the dance video. What do you think about the dance video, Alex?
Well, I thought the dance video was very, very well done. Blown away by you and the gang out there in Vernon. Yeah, I thought it was a great fit for a nice, positive, uplifting song that we tried to make together, and it really came through.
Yeah,
it really came through.
I think, and you're wearing the palm tree shirt, which is like perfect.
Yes, I am.
He's
a
even
new
got the
acquisition.
shades. Oh, really?
Yes. I have to thank my girlfriend for that one.
Oh, thank you, Louie.
It's a hand-me-down.
Oh, perfect. Well, yeah, that's amazing. I'm wearing just kind of this thing from Mexico, so it reminds me of palm trees. But I thought, we wanted to do Heart Sundays to talk about the process of Palm Tree Party and how we got inspired. So first of all, I'm going to let Alex talk about how he got inspired to create the music and how he does it and all the things. So take it away, Alex.
Well, basically the music for Palm Tree Party came about over the past year. As we know, the live music scene took a big hit, and a lot of us were at home or in our studios working on music and writing and just sort of doing everything we could given the context we were in. So I found myself making lots of new instrumentals and lots of new beats and just trying to explore more range in what I was working on and trying different things on different days. And by the end of the year, I ended up with a pretty large catalog of instrumentals, and I started listening through them because I had Deanne in mind, of course.
Aww.
And we had worked together previously in the past, so I was just thinking about, okay, what do I have here that might be a good fit for her and what she might be interested in. And so I put a little demo package together and sent that over to see what she would think, and Palm Tree Party was one of the ones that was there, and she thought maybe we could do something with this, and I thought, well, that would be great.
Yeah, I mean, I loved it because he sent me like 12 tracks, and so I picked one for sure. And then it was actually you called it Palm Tree Dance Party. And
Yes.
So I was listening to it because you create these on the Novation circuit.
Yeah, mainly I have a very simple setup that I use. I have a Novation circuit, which has some sounds on it, and it can also control any sounds that I'd like to use from my computer. And yeah, so it's a very simple setup, and I like pushing the limits as far as I can with a simple setup. So yeah,
which is amazing, because for me, as I'm listening to the one track, I was like, I don't know why, but I want to work on this song, but I have no idea what it's for. I had nothing. It was just like, there was just an intuitive feel about your creation of music. And so I said to you, I'm like, please hold this one and this one. I was like, and so thank you for that. There is another one eventually that we're going to create, but maybe next summer.
More to come. More to come.
More to come, because if you haven't heard, we created the song Trapped, which we released actually a year ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at us go. So a year ago released Trapped, and then this year released Palm Tree Party. And so with Palm Tree Party, I remember saying to Alex, I said to you, this is the song of the summer. Again, I still had like no lyrics, no downloads, but I was just like, let's get on this. And so I think we kind of created a timeline, right? Because we knew we wanted to release it for summer.
Yes. Yeah.
And yeah,
And if you want to release something for summer, it has to be done a long time before the summer. So,
exactly. So then I was like, okay, on it. And then one day I just got, as you know, I talked about getting the downloads. I was listening to the track, and then I got the download for the hook. And I was so excited because I remember I was like, I got the hook, I got the hook. And I like sang it into my phone and I sent it to you. And you're like, yeah. And then I was like, but you need to rap or rhyme or whatever you're going to call it on there. And so what was your thoughts about that originally?
Well, my thoughts about that originally were sure, if that's something you'd like, I'd be happy to participate. I really thought that it was going to be mainly a feature for you, and then just a small, I would be there in the background saying, yeah, palm tree party. That's what we're here to do. And so I think I wrote some things just thinking I'll keep it positive. The lyrics that Deanne had written were just pretty light and happy and positive. And so I figured, okay, that's the vibe of the thing. So I tried to write a few little verses that were in the same spirit. And what I thought was, okay, I'll write much more than we need, and whichever one goes over the best with Deanne and in the studio, we'll keep that. And so I thought it would just be a little piece, but it ended up, Deanne said, no, I think we better just keep all of that. And we'll just keep just everything you did. And I said, well, I don't know if we should keep everything. I really wasn't anticipating that. So then it became a much more back and forth type of a song, and I'm really happy with the outcome. But yeah, I'd say I ended up getting more than I bargained for lyrically. But yeah, I mean, I'm really happy with the result. So that's why when Deanne makes a suggestion, you take it.
Well, I got the thing. I was like, Alex, you need to do the things, because I think you're so great at rhyming and creating those verses for the song. Because I was like, I'm just going to be the chorus girl and like then throw in some oohs. Although I do love your ooh in the breakdown. And I think we had so much fun in the studio.
Time to party.
It's time. Yeah, what time is it? It's time to party. And so we recorded with an amazing Frankie in his studio here in Montreal. And literally, like, I felt like it was the most freeing experience of being in the studio ever, because we just went in.
Yeah, Frankie deserves a huge shout out here, because he's just an amazing person to work with. And he's so skilled and so talented, and just knows his equipment and his studio and just music in general, inside out.
Brilliant musician. Frankie
knows how to get the most out of people, I think.
Totally.
And he certainly helps me deliver in a way that I'm consistently happy with. So Frankie Selector at Shabby Chic Studios in Old Montreal.
So that's what it's called, Shabby Chic. Well,
Shabby Chic.
We love you, Frankie. Thank you so much for that. And the name, so for the longest time though, we couldn't come up with a title. And I was running, because like one of them in the hook is like round and round we go, and I was throwing in some titles that Bet teased, and he's like, no, that's cheesy. And then I did a bunch of research on like what other titles are out there, because I like to kind of create original titles for original music, because this is an original tune. And we're in the studio, and we're like, and I just went back to his original title. I'm like, why don't we just call it Palm Tree Party?
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah.
Of course.
And Frankie's like, yeah. And then I was like, okay, cool. But I was like, but we don't say Palm Tree Party ever. So
yeah.
What are your thoughts? Like, I mean, your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on that are, I think having Palm Tree Party in the song is it's one of my favorite moments in the song.
So it was awesome.
I'm not gonna try to do it, because it's not my thing to try to do that. But it's a great addition to the song.
Yeah, so we had already done all the things, and then basically all I went into the booth, and I just threw down some Palm Tree Parties. That was it. I went, Palm Tree Party, and I just like let it out, right?
Yeah.
And we just let it fly, and then that was it. So it's towards the end of the song. So you know, it's been such an amazing, I love working with you. Alex and I met here in Montreal, like on a total random fluke. And I knew we had an instant connection. And I was like, this man is supposed to be, this human is supposed to be my life for a reason. And next thing I know, he's kind of what got my ass here in Montreal. We were roomies. And then we started creating music together. So I really believe, other than our friendship, that we were meant to meet to create, you know, awesomeness.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right?
yeah. Some great music.
Some great music.
Yeah, and I feel the same way. I really do.
Yeah.
It's always a really great experience working with you.
Oh,
And yeah,
likewise.
I love what you do.
I love what you do.
Great voice. She's got a great voice.
Thank you.
We all know that already.
And I've also I pulled Alex in to do some rhyming on my version of September, which is coming out in September.
Yeah, and I guess, yeah, it's always an interesting experience. It's always an interesting experience with you, Deanne, for sure.
Got to keep it fun. Got to keep it real. You know, this is the new day, new dawn, whatever they say. And so we're gonna palm tree party this out. So please, 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 if you haven't had a chance, check out the video. It's on YouTube. The instructional video for the dance. I'd love to see some dance parties and tag it on your Instagrams and TikTok and all the things.
Yes.
And of course, also check out Azawka, because that's his musician, your stage name, I guess you would call it, Azawka, on all the socials. Are you on YouTube?
Yeah, I do, but
Okay.
it's just a couple little things. One of which is the video for Trapped.
Oh yes,
And,
yes, definitely you want to check out
yeah.
the video for Trapped as well, because that's amazing. So I think that's a wrap for us today for Heart Sundays. So, you know, sending you all lots of love, and I'm so glad that Alex and I could just chat and talk more about the song, because it's reaching hearts all over the world, and people are having fun, and they're just like, it's catchy AF.
It is catchy.
It is catchy.
And actually, I just remembered, I do have something to present to you. From our sort of harking back to those great times we had together when we lived together. So I brought here a little.
Oh my gosh!
It's I used to make banana bread when we lived together. So these are little mini banana bread muffin
Oh
things.
my gosh,
and those are for you and Baptiste. And I
you.
hope you enjoy them.
Oh, yeah.
And for those of you at home, if you were here, I'd have brought some for you too. So maybe next time.
Next time. All right. Okay. À bientôt. Mwah.